Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Aaliyah, and we are back for another episode of Mayans MC Season 1, Episode 4. This episode is called Murcielago. Hope I said that right. I followed Google's translation, and that's what they told me the word is, so I'm going to stick to it. And translation, it means bat. Okay, so yeah, once again, another episode of Mayans MC. Now, I did something different. I didn't take notes, everything that was happening from beginning to end. What I did was that I broke it up into parts. And so there's 4 parts in episode with 4 storylines, and I just, wrote them down separately because it'll be easier for me to remember what happened. Now, where do I want to start off? Do I want to start with the short one? And so I'm gonna work from the biggest one to the smallest one, just to get the big stuff out the way. So, let's see. Okay, the episode starts with these 2 guys, and they're on a cliff, and they're looking through the sniper, and they're talking about a coordinates or something like that, talking about a buck. So we think they're talking about an animal. Are they? We'll soon find out. So we see the MC. They're at this whorehouse. I don't know what else to say, but it's a whorehouse. Boop. And the woman in charge, her name is Vicky. And so we see the MC, they're hanging out, having fun. And then they hear gunshots. And we what's going on? What's happening? We hear him again. And then we see a cop. we see a cop come downstairs after he got done, having his fun. He was like, I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna go. I got work to do, so I'm gonna check this out, right? I'm gonna check what's going on, okay? I don't want people to know what I'm doing, so let me go do my job first, okay? Okay. So we see the cop. He leaves, and then I'm calling these people backwoods because they are backwoods people. They're America. America. That's who they are. So we see the backwoods people. They pull up to see who they shot. Come to find out, it was a Latino, and they hear the cop coming, and so they leave. Next morning, the MC, they pull up to the crime scene, and they meet with, Bishop meets with the mayor, and the mayor says that the dude was jumping the fence, and they found oxy on them. They found oxy on the boy, and so Bishop was like, so you think that we got something to do with this? Just because a Latino, jumps a fence and he has drugs on him, you think that we got something to do with this? And the mayor was like, look, I got a whole bunch of things going on right now, protecting y'all in Galindo, and if things mess up, everybody's gonna go down. And Bishop was like, whatever, we'll take care of it. So, my bad. My bad. Bishop, he tells the MC about, the boy who's muling oxy. And Vicky, she says that, you can ask my neighbors, what's going on. So we see the MC, they pull up to the backwoods place, and just like I said, backwoods people, mainly white, has a Confederate flag posted up, front of the house. Yep, it's those type of people. Those type of people. Yep, those type of people. So the person who was talking to the MC, his name is Dennis, and his mom's name is Alice. And so they're having a confrontation with one another. And then we see this big dude, this big, tall, muscular, tatted up, camel wearing dude, walking out. And Ezekiel, not my voice. Ezekiel, he has a flashback, and the flashback is that he's in prison, and that the dude, big dude, he was in prison with him, and that was the end of the flashback. And so Easy tells Bishop that old dude was a part of, a gang in the prison, and that, he's not part of the Aryan, brotherhood. He's like the military. So they keeping an eye on big dude. Big dude. Keep an eye on him. So yeah, there's this tension between Backwoods and the Mayans. And basically, Alice, she needs a buyer. So I guess she's running scripts and, she needs a buyer. So, yeah, that conversation kind of turned racial. Like I knew it would. I knew it would turn racial, because they said a lot of words that I'm not going to repeat because I don't like those type of terms, terms used for Latinos. I'm not going to, utter those words. And at the end, she says, "Get off my land." And I said, technically, it's not your land. It's the Native Americans' land that y'all took. But we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. Not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. So, they split up. You keep an eye on Big Dude and his crew. You keep an eye, at the fence, see who's gonna come and go. And then we gonna just, keep looking around. So they split up. And so we see Hank, Angel, Easy, and Gil. They follow old dude and his crew to this bar. They start talking trash, and then one thing led to another. They start fighting. Big dude chopped Angel and Gilly in the neck. They was like, shit, what the hell just happened? And he kicking them and everything. He beat the shit out of them. Really, he beat the shit out of Angel and Gilly. And so we get back to the clubhouse, and Bishop, Taz, I think Taz was in there, Hank, Angel, and Alvarez, they're talking about who is this mystery dude and what is he doing. Put a stop to this because we don't want Galindo knowing what's going on. Let's cut this shit out. Like, who is this person? What did they do? We gonna cut the shit because we don't want Galindo to, be all mad and, going crazy. So, mystery man, who are you? And so, later on in the episode, the MC, they dressed in, men in black, SWAT gear, decked down in black. They about to hit up the Backwoods headquarters. And so, everybody's, in position. They in position, they ready to go, right? And so they're looking and they don't see no movement. What's going on? So they move closer, and then out of nowhere, we hear Dennis yelling, and he's shooting, the MCs, and they head out back, and he runs into them. He start shooting at them. They start shooting back and forth, shooting. He runs off. Gil, Angel, and Ezekiel, they follow him. Everybody else, they go into the house, and everybody is dead. Like, bullet here, bullet here, bullet here. Everybody dead. So they like, who did this? Like, what's going on? And we see, like, once again, we see the three amigos, Angel, Gil, and Ezekiel. They chasing after Dennis. Dennis shoots at them. He misses. Angel shoots him right in the stomach. He falls over. And Dennis asked them, like, did you do this? They're like, what you talking about? Like, did you do this? did you kill them? He in pain. He about to die. Like literally, he about to bleed out and die. And they confused. Like the MC's like, what's going on? And then we hear Dennis say, Cole. And he's like, help me, help me, help me. Angel just shoot him, and he said what I said. He was gonna bleed out anyway. And then Gil was like, well, how about you tell Bishop that? Angel was like, well, we'll just tell him that he ran away and he gone, he left. And so Angel, he's searching Dennis, and he gets Dennis' phone, and it's like, fingerprint. And so he tells Ezekiel to cut off Dennis' fingerprint, for future uses. And so Easy, Gil, and Angel, they head back to the place and they see what's happening. And Bishop was like, where's Dennis at? Angel lied to Bishop's face, saying that he left. Bishop was like, well, we heard 2 shots. What's going on? And he was like, well, he missed and he ran away. I'm like, Angel, oh my gosh, like, these lies are going to catch up to him. And it's like, he is going to get fucked up. Like, I understand what he's doing, and like he's doing it, for the club, and he's trying to get out of Galindo, but like, man, you're just he's just, I don't know. It's like, my gosh, bro, like something bad gonna happen to Angel. I could feel it. Something bad is gonna happen to Angel. And so Bishop tells everybody to pack them up, and we're gonna burn them on the other side of the fence. So the 4 amigos, with Coco included, they are digging a hole, and just digging up a hole, digging up a hole. They digging up a hole, and Angel tells Coco, if they don't find a buyer, the rebels are gonna lose ground. Shit's gonna get fucked up. Everybody gonna get fucked up. And Coco was like, well, if something doesn't happen, it's gonna be us with a bullet in our head. I'm like, you're damn right, because y'all gonna get fucked up if this shit goes south. And then, out of nowhere, Gil and Easy, they digging up a hole. They fall through the hole, and they get a flashlight. And it's like a big old tunnel that leads to who knows what. So that was the big chunk. That was like, one of the main parts of the story. I just want to get that out the way since that was like the biggest story that happened throughout the episode. And so next we're going to talk about the Galindo cartel and what happened with their story. And so what happens is that it's early in the morning. We see Devontae, we see Dita, we see Emily. They're in the dining room. Devontae reading a newspaper, and Emily sees the headline, and that says Fiesta de la Santa Madre. And basically, it's an anniversary for the town charter. There's food, there's music, there's drinking. And there's like a parade for Lady Guadalupe, and it's like just this big old anniversary. So we cut to the little boy. Y'all remember the little boy from last episode? He has a scar on his hand because Galindo was cutting up, slice everybody's hand, and they're his spies. And so we see the little boy. He's trying to get something on the rebels. He doesn't succeed the first time. So, excuse me. Next we see Galindo, Devontae, and head of security. He wants info on what's going on with the spies. HOS, head of security, says that, well, everybody, says something, but there's one that's MIA, so we don't know what's going on. We see Emily. Emily has done some research. She's bored. She doesn't have anything else to do. So she decided to do some research. And basically that whole conversation was that let's make the rebels look like they are the devil, and let's make the Galindo cartel the saviors. Let's flip their tactics on what they're doing. And so they have a plan during the festival. Galindo and his people, well, Galindo's people, they are gonna vandalize the church. They're gonna vandalize it. They're gonna spray paint it. They're just gonna, make it seem like the rebels did it, and Galindo is the savior. And then we see HOS show a video to Galindo, and what happened was that the spy, he got somebody's phone and he started recording Adelita with this nun, in Cristobal. So head of security shows Galindo the video. Cristobal is fine, he's safe, but who is that nun? And Devontae, tells him who the nun is. And first thing that went to my mind was that he's gonna kill this nun. Look, the nun is just doing God's work. She's doing God's work. You don't have to kill the nun. He ain't listen. He kills none. So we get to the church, and the priest is leading everybody into the church, and the church is fucked up. Boop. Galindo's people follow through. They vandalize the whole church and spray paint with the rebels saying, kill the devil, resurrect Mexico. And they see the nun. The nun's dead. She shot up. Her eye got shot up. She dead, y'all. And so she's in a safe place right now. Amen. And so we see the crowd, they go into the church and they're screaming and they're yelling. Emily goes into the church. She tries to run out and she gets trampled, and then Galindo saves her. That was the plan all along. Make the rebels look like, they're the devil, and then Galindo is the savior. That was the whole plan all along. And yeah, that was the Galindo cartel storyline for that episode. All right, now we're going to get into the smaller storylines. We have a storyline with Pops, Jimenez, and Ezekiel. So Pops is in his butcher shop, and then he hears a knock at the door. It's the agent from last episode. The agent tells Pops that Diego is worried about Ezekiel. He hasn't checked in. What's going on? And Pops tells the agent that he ripped up the contact that Jimenez gave him. And the agent tells Pops to tell Ezekiel that Jimenez wants to see him today. So Pops, he meets up with Ezekiel. He hands him the note that Jimenez wrote down. And Pops tells Ezekiel that they don't know that Galindo's son is kidnapped. And we see Diego with his boss, and Diego explains to his boss that Ezekiel hasn't checked in on him, and that the boss was like, well, he needs to make a move, or else we're gonna take down Galindo ourselves. And then after that, their whole conversation, the boss was like, well, we did some intel, and he hands Diego this package, and it's about Felipe, aka Pops. And so Ezekiel pulls up the boss. He walks out of the car with Diego. And basically the whole conversation is that Diego wants Easy to make Emily turn on Galindo. That's the only thing, that they can do right now. Easy, he doesn't want to do it. He's like, I'm not going to make her, turn. And Diego breaks it down to Ezekiel. It's like, man, you had a great thing going for you. It's like, once you tell us everything that's going on, you can go back to, your life. But if you don't, then I'm going to have to put you back in jail. Even though we're second cousins, that threw me off because when I saw the episode on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, I was on my phone and it was this scene. And I swore he said cousin. I said, what? I said, wait a minute. Pause. Rewind. Play. What's going on? Y'all related? I'm like, nah, then I was tripping. I'm like, he ain't say cousin. He did not say cousin. Then I watched it again. They're second cousins. I'm like, what is going on? That stumped me. I was like, what? Like, y'all related? Like, what is going on? That stumped me. I was like, I'm like, y'all cousins? What? Okay. And so, Diego meets up with Felipe. And basically, Diego tells Felipe that you need to convince Ezekiel to make Emily turn on Galindo. And Pops was like, I don't think I can do that. Well, Diego said, the fuck you are going to do that because I got information on you. He pulls out the huge envelope that was given to him by his boss. Diego breaks it down to Pops saying that Felipe does not exist. He did not exist until 1985. Same year that you got married. There is no birth records. There is no addresses. There is nothing on you except for your social security card number, which happens to belong to a woman who died in El Paso in 1985. So, if you don't tell us, if you don't cooperate with us, if you don't convince Ezekiel to make Emily turn on Galindo, your sons are going to know that you are a liar. I said, ooh, dang, Diego, you ammunition, pow pow, you ready, huh? And so he leaves out of nowhere. He throws up on the side of the road. I said, oh, that's nasty. I hate seeing people throw up. That is disgusting. Also from that scene, Diego, he tells Felipe about my father was a drunk and he was abusive. You knew him, right? Pops was like, very little. Lies. At the end of their whole storyline, we see Felipe. He heads to a shed and he opens up this box, and in the box are like photographs and I think a certificate. And he's looking through the pictures, and he's in the picture. It's Felipe, and then who I think is Diego's father. So you just lied straight to his face saying that you only knew his father very little, but you got pictures with his father, so y'all were close. What? So we gonna see how that whole storyline progressed throughout the season. So that was Pops, Diego's, and Ezekiel's storyline. Now we have Coco's storyline. Y'all, I feel so bad for Coco. I really did. I feel so bad for Coco. I really like Coco. But his life is fucked up. His personal life is fucked up. So for Coco's storyline, we see Chucky. Earlier in the episode, Chucky gives Coco a note from this woman. He said he didn't like the woman. He said, I did not like her. So Coco, he's looking, at the fences. Y'all remember when I told you that everybody was splitting up when they were leaving Alice in the backwoods clans, family household place. And Coco, he said he was gonna look who's coming in and out of the fences. So he's looking and he reads the note. He looked sad, y'all. He looked really sad. He looked like a lost puppy. I just want to hug him. I just want to hug him, tell him everything's gonna be okay. So he meets up with his mom and his sister who was on the porn site. And basically he tells her that you need to stop telling people that I'm your brother and that I'm gonna fuck them up. And they get in an argument. She walks out, and the mom was like, you know that she basically says, you should be taking care of your daughter. And he was like, well, if you would have gave her up for adoption, like I said, because I was looking at 5 years, she would have been with a decent family, living her best life, but you decided to keep her because you wanted to get those, not welfare, them checks from the government. And she was like, well, maybe I wanted another kid because my other kid was a piece of shit. And then he was like, well, maybe you should have let every other dude in, the state fuck you. He walk out, and he was like, he tells her, once again, no, you shouldn't tell people that, I'm related to you and that, well, I'm your brother and I'm gonna fuck him up. And then the mama walk out, and she was like, yeah, how about y'all have some father-daughter time? Y'all got a lot of catching up to do. The little girl was like, what? And she get mad, and she ran away. She was fast. I'm like, that girl, you fast. And she hopped into a truck driver, and she was like, just drive. I'll suck your dick. Just drive. Just drive. And Coco looks so sad, y'all. So that's his daughter. I think her name is Leticia. I think that was just, I don't know. I think that seemed kind of weird, like how it was delivered. Her response was kind of weird. I'm like, I don't know. That seemed a little off to me, like how she responded. I feel like they could have done it in a more dramatic way, but I'm not the director or writer or producer. I'm not in charge, but hey. But yeah, Leticia is Coco's daughter, and then we find a little about the mother. The mother was a junkie, so I guess the mom's not in the picture. So that was Coco's story, and that was Mayans. That was episode 4. I hope you guys enjoy this review. I'll see you guys next week. Comment below if you guys want to add anything, throw in y'all 2 cents on the episode, or what do you guys think about the show overall? Comment. What do you guys think? What are you guys looking forward to? The rest of the season. I think this is only 10 episodes. Yeah, I think FX ordered 10 episodes. So we got 6 episodes left. What are y'all looking forward to? Do y'all think that Angel's plan is going to blow up in his face? Yeah, just write down your guys' opinion. And I'll see you guys next week. See ya. Bye. Mwah. Bye.